My name is Michael Fogg, and I'm the CEO of the Culture Yard here. Well, the 40 box is a virtual stage, so to say. It consists of 3 different layers of pictures. Foreground, which is floating freely in the air, video or anything that's digital. Pictures that are projected on persons or objects on the stage, and then back projections as well. So these 3 images we can work with, and the way we work with them in the 40 box is that we are working with tracking and mapping and spacing, which means that we are interested in the interaction between persons, humans, objects on the stage and the pictures that they are in. We want to control the pictures in certain ways, not only to put them on the back projection or on the front projection, but we want them to interact with the way that the actor or the performer or the object is moving.
Yeah, there you go.
We have been working for actually for 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks we were working with youngsters from 2 classes, 7th grade, where we wanted to develop a performance, and the performance has something to do with youngsters' identity. So this being able to make avatars and to stand somewhere else and be tracked, and so you have an avatar on the stage is a wonderful way to work with youngsters. So this was the first part of it. The second part of it is more nerd-like. It has a lot to do with this tracking, mapping, spacing, sharing thing that we want to do, and we want to build up this 40 box as a stage where we have a tool. So we want to build up a toolbox so that other artists, different artists and different sorts of arts could use it easily.
Using the geometrical center of your block?
Impact is a network that we have been doing, that the Culture Yard has been implementing together with the 3-legged dog in New York, where we curate and produce and tour cutting-edge new media art. And for that reason we have 3 Danish very, very high-profile artists working in it. We have this youngster theater called Grænseløs. They are making a performance in the 40 box. We have Tina Tapgaard and Recoil with Ole Christensen that makes a 3D project where we want to work with 3D spaces, stereoscopic pictures together with live performers. And we have Signe Kleis and Niels Rønsholt in fixed performance, more like installations. And all these projects that starts up here in the Culture Yard are moved into artist residences in New York, together with other consultants and programmers and artists, and they will be inspired and they will keep on their work. They will return to the Culture Yard again, and these performances will be finished and played at the Click Festival in 2014. If we take the 40 box, for example, one of the ideas is that we're going to build up these boxes a lot of places in the world. Could be art museums and theaters, and wherever we have a space that's suitable for that. And we can all feed into this box, from being a musician, being a writer, an author, a performer, a video artist, a media designer. Everybody are able to feed into it from anywhere in the world at any time. So it's a new digital stage. And that is very interesting to discover this and to find out how can we develop that.
I'm making that. black and white, so it's
So I'm the Executive Artistic Director of a New York theater and media group called Three-Legged Dog, and we have been around since 1996. We do large-scale, experimental, immersive multimedia work of all kinds, and we have a 12,500 square foot space below ground zero where we do our own work, and we host about 700 artists a year from all over the world who come and do long-term residencies. Okay, so we're here. Michael Falk and I have been collaborating for many years, since about 2005, and I was here last year at last year's Click Festival, and we've returned with part of my team to work on a joint collaboration between Three-Legged Dog and Culture Yard called Impact. That's a cross-platform development plan for all kinds of art. So all over the world, the arts are losing support, are losing financial support. In the United States, it's been very bad lately. We've lost almost all of our foundation and government support in the United States. And so we saw this coming in 2008, and one of the ideas we had to try to fight this was, since the pond is getting smaller, we thought it might be good to jump into a bigger pond. So one of the first people I called was Michael, whose works in many ways are very similar to our work. And he and I have been talking about how we can create not just an exchange program, but interdisciplinary collaborations where there are multi-cultural teams working together, teams with members from all different countries. When we have an opportunity to do workshops, we like to identify problems or issues that we need to resolve. So we brought a little problem from a production called The Deepest Man on Earth by one of our artists, James Scruggs. And what we needed to do was find a way to map video to a moving body and to have that video signal be produced by live sound. So we've been working on what we call trapping, or a combination between tracking and mapping video to the body. And we have a 4D box at Three-Legged Dog, actually, which is just an eyeliner system that allows us to project video into the air, and a rear projection screen and other secondary projectors. So we're very familiar with the setup, and it's been a lot of fun. One of the things you'll see is a tall man walking around the stage with patterns all over his body, tracking him. He's going to pull something, maybe the universe, out of a box, and he'll become surrounded by various video objects that he can control by moving in his hands and moving his body.